guess.
Sorry,
No.
can someone translate what the sound coming from Adrian's mic is? Because I don't speak bottom.
Yep.
Oh my god, the bullying!
I didn't sign up for this. I
never asked for this.
Oh, right, I should actually... there is, like, one thing I need to actually look up for this. One whole thing.
I apologize in advance. As soon as we're done, I have to skedaddle. I'm already on my mom's bad side for pushing back my birthday. Oops. I was like, Mom,
She can't be mad.
you give us a time and you don't roll shit out until like 3 to 4 hours later. It's fine. She's like, touche.
Well, then I will get us started so that we can actually enjoy this final moment thing.
Yeah.
Cause like
Make
this
sure to
is
keep
this
it
is
running
it.
for like as long as possible.
This is actually it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the last of season 1 that you'll ever see. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every character's dead beyond this point. Never forget.
It's true.
Nuh-uh. Well,
at
dead.
least 3 of them.
Yeah.
Travis, check out my thing.
Don't fucking remind me.
You're gonna
Honor
have
the.
bad
Oh,
rolls if you keep that on.
Lord.
Wait, we rolling? Oh,
Yeah, we
fucking
rolling. So, here we are, probably just in the last little bit of morning. It is the 24th of Urator in the 4th year after the, I forget what I exactly called CE. What was the colony establishment? That's what it is. It is the morning, and is, well, it's not exactly the morning. It's probably about a week before, actually. So it's probably about a week before. So it's 17th of Urator. So we're getting the final preparations before the trip over to the Standing Stones. So, where would everyone be, knowing that you're going to be on the road relatively soon? What are the last little bits and bobs everyone is preparing?
Should we start from the top and go down? Or...
Let's start from the top. Yes, Pandora.
Ooh. Probably squaring away somebody to watch the kids at the school.
Yep.
If we've established like there's like kids there already. Sorting that stuff out while Rocco's bridezillaing everywhere. Just letting Rocco stress about that while Pandora stresses about children.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully, the sister from the temple would be able to sort of handle that, so she's got the time to spare for that. Thankfully, there aren't too many kids at this point in time.
How many kids?
It's only been... roll me a D4.
Yay, we get to roll.
No, not many.
Well, there's a
Rolls
modifier
for
that I'm not saying there. 4.
Oh my god. Oh, that was your modifier?
What?
3. Yeah, plus 3, because you had a whole year, so that's like 1, that would be like,
Who are they?
1 every other season.
Yeah,
I'm not...
tell me!
You want me to tell? Okay, well,
Yeah.
let me open up another document that I don't know.
No, just give like ages and races and stuff.
Yeah, that's why I have to open another
Oh
document.
my
that I
god,
don't
you have a
open.
doc for it.
Rocky
I
has
have
this
a doc
plan.
for this. Okay, and these would be from displaced other areas.
Get your docs out.
So, because that's ignored. Beeman, Beans, Riley, Travis, roll me a d20 each. Sorry, not d20, roll me a d100 each.
Are they? Wait.
Cool.
Middle of the pack. Let's fucking go.
So, let's see. We have... Okay, well, I have to roll some now.
I want Pandora to be stressed too, but like fucking hair crazy, going nuts over these
Cool.
kids.
All right. That's very funny.
This motherfucker is doing live character creation.
Yeah.
I want you to know that.
So there
I,
is
I knew what the D100 was for.
there is a goblin, a kobold,
Mm.
and let's see, this other
What are
one
their
is.
HDs?
Please tell me
What do you
one of
mean,
them
what?
is being bottle fed. The ages.
Okay. So
Please let it be the kobold.
there is a young half-elf human. That would be sort of like the one that is still very, very young.
A
Sort of
little
in
baby.
sort of in a little toddler stage. Is a kobold. Sort of in sort of like a sort of higher single digits. Is a what the heck was I looking at? Is a goblin. And then sort of like in that sort of early double digits preteen is a half orc gripply.
What?
It is a essentially a very muscular, so like very bulky kind of frog, so almost bordering on toad with like a couple little toothy protrusions.
A little
Oh my
bullfrog.
god. Rocky, I need a remake by season 2 character.
Again. Oh. So those are the four at that little spot at the moment being taken care of. Going next down, what is Tapman doing, Beeman?
Well, being a very proficient and devout cleric, I would know exactly what preparations would need to be done about a week before. So I know exactly where I am.
Yes. So, given that this will be the Heart Bond ritual, you are essentially trying to show via either sort of your religious or natural expertise to mystically bind the folks that you are putting forth together. And how you do that via your deities. I think you are kind of sort of working that pretty well with it being the summer solstice on during summer solstice where the night will be a full moon. So you're kind of bringing together essentially two halves.
Oh, everybody's
So you want
fucking
So
wild. It's full
most of the
moon.
preparations that I would need to do would be at that site then.
most of it would be at the site, but you have like maybe sort of ways you're going to talk and signify it and explain it how it all works because there is an exchange of gifts to
Oh fuck.
exchange. There is an exchange of tokens to signify it, but that's technically kind of already been done partly. It just needs to be done.
Remind me what the tokens.
The rings.
Oh, tokens, gifts.
Yeah.
Yes, rings.
Yes, so it's essentially those are going to be passed to Tapman for the ritual to be re-given, and they will essentially be partly infused with that mystical magic to be the furthest. So going down the list, Beans is Araco. What is Araco up to?
Oh God, what isn't Araco up to? I have a feeling that on this day, he is basically making sure because like we're just about to head out, right?
It is about time to get to the caravan that is heading out to the site. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just going to every single, like the caterer, the florist. I'm going to
Billboard.
yeah.
Bard.
I'm going to like the bards, or the bard singular again. We got a DJ. We didn't get a band. And I'm going to every single person and like triple checking and like micromanaging. Definitely getting called an asshole by a number of people, but I'm paying them very, very well for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
pretty much it, yeah.
Levy.
I think Olivi has given the time off as an envoy to like attend this wedding that he's helped organize.
Hmm.
He does not know what to do with the time.
Okay, well, I think for the most part, yeah, you would essentially be sort of like heading whatever sort of caravan sort of situation, the route back essentially is kind of what you're more taking inventory of, I suppose. Sort of seeing exactly how many folks there are, how much stuff there is, and the best ways to move that.
And we
Yeah,
keep
the
adding
fact
to
that
the list.
he's been given so much time, like where he's not just doing his job, where he's starting to just like talk in his sleep, of like, "Hi, my name's Levy," in different languages, as if he's doing
Oh,
his
no.
job.
Oh
Like
no!
he's not been doing his job enough that he's to the point where he's just like, "Yeah, no, nice to meet you," in like every language that he knows.
Hmm.
Oh no!
And now, what about Vrucht?
Bruck would have spent a little bit of time and money in town to have a shirt made because he doesn't have any clothes that aren't like barely there and mostly armor focused. So he would then be spending some of the time immediately before going and like packing his things, trying to adjust to the lack of his normal mobility of having to wear a shirt.
Oh, you didn't even go for like the comfortable tunic vibe, or is it just because like,
Oh no, it is like it's not
oh,
restrictive in any way. It's just more restrictive than the almost nothing that he wears under his armor.
oh, one of those situations.
Like, so he's just not used to having to walk around with like full sleeves, for example, and is trying
He's
to
wearing
get used to
sleeves.
that and be a little bit less stiff, and then also packing his things.
Hmm. Is Vrucht bringing a +1?
Yeah, of course, Neota's going to be there.
Yay!
By the way, the PC of Neota says congratulations.
Oh!
Hmm.
All right. Well, eventually things would get on their way to start the travel. So, it is still a number of days in order to move uh, by caravan. As I look things up here, by caravan from Bears Bay to the ritual site. But yes, it is a 6-day travel to
Sheesh.
get there from when you start.
Yeah.
I agree, Kat.
Mm-hmm. 6
So,
days.
6 days. Is there any particular interactions you would like?
I'm freaking out, Mom.
Any interaction?
Mom! Mom!
Ah, okay. So we're gonna go down that.
Uh,
So Lara
the
is
fuck?
there, and Emmett is also present, sort of in that sort of same space.
Can Pandora shove Emmett like 10
Yeah,
feet away?
moving pretty much.
Just go in the
give us
other
a
one. Get in the other car.
Well, I was about to say, there's at some point it's like, after you take a break or when there's a point to stop, stretch the legs, or sort of reshuffle things around. Emmett either gets moved off somewhere else, or that's
He he can totally tell that Pandora's like
Mhm.
panicking
Yeah, this like,
the closer
yes,
they get.
dear. Yes, dear. What is it?
Uh, uh, s- tell. I know Dad is a shitlord.
Mhm.
Tell me about when you got married, please. Cause what am I doing? Where are we go? Can we stop? Oh, oh, it's just hitting. It's just hitting me now. Uh,
Well, let's see. For us, it was at a very particular location. Uh, Sort of as old tradition states, married in front of a particular tree in a particular area
mhm.
at a particular time uh, during a sort of particular season. It was all very orchestrated, to be honest. And it's all very formal, all very stuck up all very, have to wear this, have to wear that. You know, make get the hair has to be worn this way. Make them apply in a certain
Planned
other way.
by Vandamo, no less. I'm sure.
Yes, it was their side that planned more than anything else. I was marrying into them, so I had to conform.
I probably
Really,
don't have to ask this, but you definitely had cold feet, right?
I
Right?
couldn't feel my feet.
Oh.
The shoes were too tight.
Listen, she's been living inside of a dragon for hundreds of years, so you're gonna have to explain these newfangled sentences and phrases to her.
Yeah,
Not-
just wait till she figures out what skibbity means.
What?
So, Mom, slaying is this, and serving cunt is that.
Oh, she wasn't in the dragon that long.
So there's this thing called like Skibbity Ohio Riz.
What the fuck?
Let's
Oh, no.
skip that. But she takes a moment and sort of
Skip that.
she reaches behind her head. You see, she sort of fiddles with something there, and eventually brings back sort of a simple little hairpin that has sort of like, you remember the birds that usually came to you.
Mm-hmm.
It would be, when you were being brought messages and tea packages and all that. It would be sort of like a little hairpin of one of those, and she sort of runs her sort of thumb over it before holding it by the edge to pass over to you. This was my mother's given to me, and I think if I remember hearing the practices that you're going for, this should count as something old.
But you're gonna be there, my finger guns. Pandora does not say that.
No.
Oh, Pandora looks it over. What does it look like? You said like a bird on it?
Yes, probably a small, we'll probably say a long-tailed swallow in flight.
African or European?
It doesn't fucking matter. It's not carrying no coconuts.
No, I was about to say, given that Tolkien generally is European.
Oh, Pandora looks it over and smiles softly. Nods to her mom, a little less freaking out. She's like saying a bunch without saying anything, really.
It's just like, don't think of this as a commitment that will end. This is a public announcement with a little extra magic. That's about it.
Okay. She hands it
Besides,
to... Go ahead.
And besides, you can always do what I did if it doesn't work out.
Disappear? Go go into the astral plane?
No.
Die?
And she just
That's an
Sort of-
option?
Make
sort
a
of just
baby.
just sort of puts her hand on her head and just gives a shake. You can just break it off. Nothing is really permanent, dear.
Oh. Well, that's a lot more simple than I thought I was gonna have to tee it up with my kids.
Pandora, dumb of ass.
Nothing is permanent, even for us. We just happen to have it be stretched out very, very long. But you have so many years ahead and so much joy to find. And having this with everyone there will just be able to show that, yes, you're committed. Yes, you both care very, very much. And sometimes just being and seeing this is inspirations for others.
Hmm.
You've got a lot ahead of you. This is just a step to firmly say who you're standing with, no matter what.
Pandora looks like she's like swallowing back the anxiety. And she wants to express that that's what she's most anxious about is the time that she is either given or not with a Rocco. So she like kind of smiles anxiously and nods and hands her mother the pin and kind of like gives her the gesture of like, put it in my hair for me.
And she'll sort of get it all set up and then get it set. I'll just have to do this again. On the day.
Oh.
I'm teasing here.
Oh.
You know I am always here.
She hugs her mom. Feels slightly better. Still has anxieties, but less freak the fuck out.
Next down the list, Tapman, any conversations that are going on the road? If there is none, you can just say so.
No, I don't think so.
Or Rocco, any conversations?
I think I want to talk to Rucht. If that's chill with Rucht.
There was a growl. I don't know if it picked up.
No, it didn't pick up.
No.
Because I don't know if Rucht wants to have a conversation.
You think Ruck? If he doesn't want to have a conversation, he just won't reply. But you can always try.
So I think this would be like, early evening. And just kind of sit down with Rucht and Yoda, wherever, and just be like, so, I'm sorry for how I've been for the past couple months. Planning this wedding has been pretty stressful, I'm sure, on everybody.
Could be worse. We got into a fight before ours.
How long has Rucht and Yoda been married at this point? Just give a number, random, it doesn't fucking matter, nothing matters.
It probably would have been, I would say, because we're like a year or so away from what happened, right?
Yes.
So probably about 6 months.
Wow, you married fast.
Orcs only live 20 years or 20, 30 years, man.
Yeah, Rucht found love and went, bet.
Mm-hmm.
But,
okay, cool.
But by the way, this would have been the first time you heard that.
Wait,
really?
what?
Yes.
You guys didn't hear it at the bar.
Yeah, it just happened. Just.
Where was their ceremony to inspire me?
Nowhere. Pandora still doesn't know.
Oh,
So, okay.
Wow, bestie.
Hearing that, I'm gonna go, wait, what?
Yeah, had to.
You two?
Yeah, we, and there was like an axe or two thrown. It was a whole. It was not pretty.
He had to prove that he was part of back.
But why wasn't I invited?
Very intimate affair.
Orcs don't really do weddings, and this is kind of part of why. And so we kind of went with her traditions, which again are not really public. And also, you guys never asked anything afterwards.
Well, you never say anything, so it doesn't matter if I ask anything. Oh my god.
Well, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't affect you guys.
I'm just sad I missed out. Congratulations.
Thank you, but this is your thing.
Yeah, I know.
You got to miss him stick whole head in deer carcass.
Oh, man.
This is why orcs don't do weddings. Because they're weird.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, no offense, Neota, but I think I would struggle having to put my head in a deer carcass, but
Oh, it
that's
gets
love.
really easy once you make the right cut.
Yeah, that is true. I can confirm that.
Bruck then just puts a hand on Raka's shoulder and says, "You have nothing to apologize for. To me. Maybe to the caterers, but that's their job."
Well, I'm seeing you in this shirt, and you look incredibly uncomfortable.
You owe me big time for this shirt.
I didn't ask you to buy a shirt, so I appreciate the gesture. You look fantastic. If you want to cut the sleeves off so you feel, a little more open and free, you absolutely can do that.
We will do that after the ceremony.
Okay. I figured you would just burn the shirt.
It's not a bad idea.
Since you have been married, in secret, I guess, do you have any advice for, marriage?
Duck.
Duck.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Your marriage will not be like ours. Because you two are not like us.
Mm.
So,
Much less hairy.
and puny. But
Oh.
I can't imagine that anything that you two will deal with will be that much harder than any of the other things that we've dealt with that have put me in their mouth.
Just a quick glance at Neota and like trying hard not to smile, and then
She is little looking up instead of whistling suspiciously.
yeah. Does that joke completely fly over Bruck's head?
Oh god.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Just making sure.
100%.
Me and Neota, same page, same hat.
Oh my god.
And just kind of sit there in quiet for a moment, listening to the crickets, and then I just go, "Hey, Brucht. Thanks for being my friend and being here for me."
It's been an honor.
That's the end of my conversation because I can't get any better than that. That's the most beautiful fucking thing I've ever heard.
Will Olivia be wanting to talk with anybody on the journey? Just for context, or
I don't think Alivi's going out of his way to make conversation. He, in his mind, he's doing his job. Like, he's been asked to do this.
Yep.
So he's just gonna keep going as he's going.
All right. Well, then we can eventually make it to the next day, and with all the preparations put forward.
Does Rocco tell Pandora about Brucht, or does she need to find out?
I'm saving it. Don't worry.
So, eventually the site has already been prepared. It is the day of. Everything has been put aside. Flowers have been made to bloom. Vines to make their archways. Trees bristling with leaves and life. Amongst the various standing stones, and one that has been definitely set aside and made to be a very nice little altar. And everything is starting to come together with folks who have gathered there, and just simply waiting for everyone to get to that point where we have standing near the two together, the officiate, and those who stand with.
Wait, we need to talk about the outfits real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
Please talk about the outfits.
Yeah, it's
Describe the
so
outfits
important.
and vestments of those
You
who
got
are
this,
in
Beans.
attendance.
Well, you need to describe yours.
Can I just throw pictures? I'm just.
You could throw pictures, yeah.
All right. So Pandora is barefoot for once. She's grounding herself. She's barefoot.
Ooh. I'm
Hippies.
gonna be barefoot too. Why not?
You can be barefoot.
Yeah.
So she's barefoot and she's wearing a white gown. Here's the images. It's not green. It's white with
That's
accents of gold, and she's got that really pretty fucking cape. It's not sparkling yet because it's not nighttime, but it's still pretty sparkly. And it's draped over her horns. Horns that are like covered in gems with that headdress. She's got her hair loose. And it comes down to like, well, I guess it is kind of with that cape, it would be kind of draped over her shoulders a bit. And yeah, that's that right there.
Okay.
All right, and Rocco's outfit.
Here, I've got pictures too.
I gotta find the right one because we downloaded so many.
I've got the two still open. These two right here.
Yeah, okay. So basically the second one, but like the tunicky look of the first one with the cape and everything too. But yeah, the hosier looking ass with the little leafy gold crown. So that's what I'm wearing is a very fancy embossed leather not a tunic. I don't know what that's called.
I guess it would be like a tunic.
Jacket. It is kind of like a tunic. And
Kind of more vest-like, I'd say.
vest. It's got a vest and like you know the shirt underneath is more of a it's got tails. And it's a white shirt, black leather vesty thing. He's got a little cape on cuz he's sexy and gorgeous and he knows it. And he's wearing a little leafy crown feathery thing made of gold. And his beard is nice and short because new beginnings and whatnot. And yeah, just looks good. He looks damn good. It's the best he's looked ever.
Now, what about the vestments of Tapman? Any sort of formal vestments that you would like to describe, Beeman?
Yeah, he would definitely be stepping forward in kind of a deep red vestment, not his normal white, but with a light yellow sun on large on the back.
How
A bit more
fancy.
silken
Yeah.
than
Is
his
it
normal
embroidered?
stuff, and a little shine to it.
We talking
But otherwise
embroidery,
the same.
tassels? What do you got? What do you got going on? How fancy are we
Uh,
talking?
Oh,
A
he's
lot
gotta
of
be
embroidery, no tassels. We don't do tassels in this house.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I'll have a particular hook for the rings at my hip.
Any difference in clothing for Vrug, or are we talking just about the same with that shirt?
Got a shirt. There he is.
Given that, that is probably about as.
No, there's a couple details worth noting. So
Okay,
first
what's
off,
the extras?
you will notice he does not have his axes with him.
Oh my god, he's taking this so seriously. I'm
and-
gonna cry.
What you see instead is that you see he essentially has like a little like walking stick cane situation, which a keen observer would notice would be very similar to the morphing weapons coloration. So he's not unable to defend himself.
That's
But
hilarious. You say that, Travis, because a sword cane is specifically a weapon that the morphing weapon could turn into.
thank fucking god. And then he does have like a little sash of like an animal pelt, but not like not utilitarian, like anything that you would normally wear. Like it's part of like Nyota's family traditions for dress up thing. And you will also notice on his hip he has a very like fancy like gold inlaid scabbard and like a knife, like very decorative kind of thing on his hip on like a belt.
Slay.
All right. Well, as part of things that need to be done, then we get to where things will be spoken to one another.
Oh, real quick, right before we begin.
Yeah.
I just want to go over the something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue.
Yes, I will.
So
go back to
Pandora
previous
has the old, and I got the flowers from Swampland, dead
blue,
swamp.
yep.
Yeah, the blue. Okay, so the thing that I'm going to give to Pandora before we begin, because we were talking about the thing, I'm just gonna be like, oh, by the way, Rukt is married.
What?
There's your new.
Pandora's like stiffens up and like slowly turns towards Brukt, mouth just gaping. And then she like instantly glares in his direction and then at Nyota and then back and forth at them.
Nobody was invited. It was like a whole thing. I'm upset too, but there's your new.
You gotta hold me because I'm about to go and attack both of them.
No. We can fight them on the dance floor. It's fine.
I think they would enjoy that.
Yeah,
Say,
I know.
put a pin in it.
Okay. All right, so we got the old, new, blue. Now we need something borrowed. I think I'm gonna turn to Olivi and just be like, hey, do you have something that Pandora can borrow? For
Don't
the
be
ceremony?
racist. Don't.
I'm not saying anything specific.
Not a Morocco problem.
Well, like, what are you guys wanting?
Just to borrow something. It's part of, human tradition where during a wedding you have to have something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue, and it sort of blesses the wedding. And we just need something borrowed, and I want you to feel like you're, welcome and a part of this ceremony.
I mean,
No,
I
I
already
like-
felt pretty welcome considering you invited me to the ceremony, but I guess if you want me to be a part of it, I guess you could take this. He reaches to his what would be his lapel, and he takes off this brooch.
Ooh, what's it look like?
It's just a small like metal pin. It's not anything fancy. It's in the shape of a leaf,
Oh.
but it is a brooch of inspiration.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Can I have
Alright.
Pandora kind of like kneel towards Olivia?
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy, here we go. I mean, it'd be rude of her to stay at 6'3", just standing over him. Like, okay, I'm gonna put it on. But no, she kneels down towards Olivia and smiles at him and thanks him. Thank you for helping us get this far. We couldn't have done it without you.
That's all right. I was just doing my job.
Even so.
Sometimes you get asked to use your experience and magic and skills to help out some people that you don't really know, and sometimes you just do it. I don't question what people tell me to do when it comes to this kind of thing. But I'm glad you guys. I hope you guys live both happy and fulfilled lives.
Thank you. And where would you want the pin?
Olivia just kind of shrugs. I don't know.
What? I'm talking to my fucking wife, kid.
So I think Pandora would
It's my
replace.
pin. I don't. What?
She just replaced the pin that's holding the cape.
The neck thing.
Yeah.
Eh.
Replace it real quick, and then stands. Smiles at
right
Olivia
back right
once
after.
more, and then give it right back.
Yeah. Then
Yeah,
we
yeah.
get back to where it's going. So the ritual would begin with an exchange of rings and then waiting for the officiate to apply the 6 elemental gifts. So Tapman, how are these 6 elemental gifts applied or used in this ritual? Remember, they are in the stash if you need to refer back to them.
Yes, let me do that. So you guys are already waiting. So this does not change plot at
No.
all. Okay, and I had notes for this, but I have lost them. Was there a particular order that I needed to apply them?
Not at all.
So, we'll just go down the list here with the crystal heart. I'll bring that forward in front of the crowd and cast that spell. And
All right.
I don't know what it does.
Mountain resilience. Well, for this one, in this particular case, you will start to get sort of like a little bit of some stone accents to sort of like the bits of exposed flesh that are on you. So it's essentially stone skin, but it is a good first application.
What does it look like?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm.
I guess you could say it's almost sort of like a scale-like pattern. Like sort of you kind of see amongst sort of most mountains, where you sort of start getting those rocks that sort of piled on top, on top, on top. But it's sort of very slow and easy accent. So he looks like a partial embodiment of Earth.
Actually, I feel like I would have gathered all of these up to the front of the altar and set them in front of me one at a time,
Yes.
bringing them up and casting the spell, saying something eloquent, which I am clearly incapable, as I do, making it a symbol about the union to take place.
Of course. And then from that, the union the Harpon ritual will be in its heightened state, but now we need vows to be exchanged.
Yeah, okay, cool. I got you.
As the tokens are given from one to the other.
So.
I was requested by Adrian to go first.
No. You go after me because you're gonna follow it up and make it better. Cause
got it. Okay.
Yeah, no, we gotta go out with a bang.
Yeah, go for it.
So, Rocco can definitely feel Pandora's hands getting sweaty and like shaking. She looks out towards Brockton, Yoda, Laura, Emmett, and then over to Tap, and like giving everybody like a thankful kind of look. before returning to Iraqo and saying, very, very shyly, I stayed up every night this past month trying to conjure up words that would be worthy of such an occasion. Countless renditions, and 3 words always rang true. 3 simple words I feel are worthy of reciting to you in front of our loved ones here on this day. 3 simple words. You, me, forever. At least forever is what I hope for. And forever is what I hope the gods will allow. Because no measure of time will be long enough with you. So let's start with forever. Shall we?
Oh. That's your whole vows?
That's my whole vows.
You had weeks to write. What the fuck?
See, I knew it. Fucking knew
I
it.
wrote 4 paragraphs. God damn.
This is why I knew you would be the better follow-up. I suck at writing.
Damn, you really did have fucking.
I told you it was gonna be silly. Hey, we're already arguing at the altar.
No, none of this is happening in character.
No, for real though. Like
Adrian was just expecting to have more stomach problems. That's why she's just like.
Damn it, I'm not dying. This sucks.
No, that's
Look
all I
at
could
Rome,
conjure
come
up.
on.
Honestly, I worked on this for a week and I literally a paragraph deleted.
Oh.
I was literally freaking out. I didn't even have to write vows for when I got married, dude. It was just like, let's go.
All right.
It was shorter.
I'm just gonna read out the whole thing then, so that way it's like this wedding doesn't suck ass. But yeah.
Oh no.
In my previous life, I had only known fear and confusion. I feared others and myself, and had only impossible choices on my plate. I rejected all that I was and shunned all that I could be. I ran from things that scared me: family, friendship, who I was, and that which I could become. And then the gods played wicked games and you appeared. When you spoke in languages I couldn't understand, I wish I'd paid attention to my lessons. When you sang to yourself, I cursed my silence for years that turned my voice into splintering logs. I was once an empty vessel who was content with nothing, now a man who longed to be enough for both of us. Years ago, I made an oath to any god who would listen that I will protect and serve you, and vowed that I would be the man that you deserve. And admittedly, quite some time later, you fell in love with me. I swear to you again today, and every day, I will never stop trying to be the man that you deserve. I will give you a family that only cries with laughter and only fears the day ending too quickly. I will build a home where the hearth is always warm and our bowls are always filled. I will sing to you, croaking and groaning like a battered ship in a storm, and speak piecemeal words in other tongues that fall out of my mouth like a rock slide. And when my time comes, however long that may be, no grave or pyre could hold me down. I will always come home to you because my work will never be done.
Stop! Stop!
All right, now here comes the part where I ruin everything.
Stop! No, wait!
A
So
crimson
Wait.
dragon flies from the sky. Everyone roll
I
initiative.
need Pandora, Araco,
Oh, no.
and Rukt
Oh no.
to give me a diplomacy or society check.
What?
Can I hold on? I gotta cry for a minute.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
because you
Still-
you skipped over how great my vows were, Rocky. So
Absolutely,
I need you
but-
to roll a fucking save right
I'm
now.
sorry. This is the part where you are actually rolling for dice to see how well you are going to be assisting in the ritual. There are mechanics to the ritual.
You just hold on.
Diplomacy or society?
Diplomacy or society.
Yeah, don't fuck up your marriage.
Yeah, what happens if we fuck this up? Are we just not married?
No, you're married
you-
bad.
You just won't get the extra benefit that you've been trying to get.
Excuse me.
What is this?
Oh God.
Who's going first? Because I don't want to click it.
Me neither. I need a moment. Fucking A, Beans.
Fuck you!
Fuck.
0 points?
I'm scared too. Do I have 2?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna reroll then.
Damn, Pandora put
There we go.
the effort into. Oh God! Now I have to. Both got 19s.
Listen, I gotta roll good because my vowels were
Hey,
shit.
that's
You know what?
fucking
I'll take it.
bad.
Still good, but I'm not upstaging the lovers.
I'm gonna go crawl in a fucking hole and die.
Shut up. Shut up, wife.
I'm so glad that I went first with my shit show vows.
Women, am I right?
Shut
No, right?
up.
The old
Okay.
ball and chain.
Yeah, too right.
Now I wish I had alcohol.
And from that, we now have to have the primary caster. Tapman, roll me a religion check with a +2 circumstance bonus. I'm just double checking, making sure.
I like Travis's idea better than a dragon roll spell.
Okay, yes.
Put me out of my misery.
+2.
My
Actually,
misery.
Wait.
Nope, sorry, it is going to be plus. I believe, yeah, it'll be +4 because of the level of success that we got here.
Looks like I can only do +1.
You can put in a 4.
Oh, it's grayed out for me.
Oh, that's weird. Other bonus.
I'll just add it.
Yeah.
No pressure. We already got in the 30s for everybody else now.
Yeah, no pressure if you fuck this up. You just won't be married. And we'll hold that against you forever.
Fuck it up. Fuck the timeline up.
We're
Let's fucking go.
Okay. Yeah.
Rough.
The extra bonuses didn't calculate ins. That's fine. All right. Thankfully, that is actually fair and fine enough to get what was. So.
You passed the marriage skill check.
You didn't crit success marriage,
So-
damn.
Just a regular success.
Because of the critical success on performing the ritual, once per day, each bonded creature can use a 2-action activity, which has the concentrate trait, to learn the present state of the other bonded creature. The creature knows the other creature's direction, distance, and any conditions affecting them. Both participants can cast Message as a divine innate spell at will, but only target the other participant.
Neat.
Now,
Oh my God, you guys turned on location for each other.
as
Put
long
an air tag in my wife.
as long as you are within 500 feet of each other, you can send message to each other.
Easy.
On top of this, the secondary casters in this ritual permanently gain the effects of telepathy, where you are able to communicate with each other not just with language, but telepathically with shared images.
Can I telepathically yell at Vrucht and Yoda now?
And that's when you are within 30 feet that you can.
Are they
Well,
within
not
30 feet?
As long as you're within 30 feet.
Are
So
they within 30
anyone-
feet?
Uh,
Vrucht. I'm sure they're in the front.
For-
I'm just
for-
gonna.
for the most part, it is just the two who are married that are getting these.
Damn it.
Vruck just happened to apply a little extra to that circumstance bonus.
Yeah, but Brucht can, because you said he can get the Telepathic
The
messages.
secondary casters are majorly you. Fruct was mostly there as a tertiary to help the circumstance.
Haha.
She's definitely still projecting the image of beaten Vrooked up to Tapman and Rocco.
Tapman's just standing there like, this is not a normal thing to like. The message
I've been here the whole time. This is normal.
Yes.
All right,
Rocco, like his thing is just like frolicking in fields and like smooching and like adorableness, and then Pandora is just fire, burning, punching.
Yeah. Well,
He gets to see her mind now, and it's very disturbing.
What occurs before that sort of connection is sort of like everything was done, and everything was performed. These 6 elemental pieces that were gathered, sort of either fade, become dust, evaporate, etc., etc. And then there is sort of like this wash of calm and sort of like then like sort of this feeling of a connection. And sort of seeing that, everyone is able to sort of understand that the ritual worked and some important words can be said by the primary caster. Which is Tapman. Now that you see that everything worked, what does he say?
Rises up and says, well, thank you for attending, everyone. It's been my honor to join my companions, Pandora and Arako, for the rest of their days.
And then the most important human ritual part of it.
Huzzah.
The typical thing that's said at the end of the wedding.
The five words that the priest says after the whole spiel. You may.
You may kiss the bride.
And Arako grabs Pandora's hands, smiles, and pulls her in for a kiss.
Rocco can see the mind thoughts like going from like fiery rage to like calm, like an ocean.
Oh.
All right, Alan Wake.
Wait, what? Wait,
I get that. I understand that reference.
And there's a nice blowing wind, some leaves and flower petals flowing off, and then we sort of get a cut to sort of later in the evening when we are having the party after. And it's a small gathering, but the bard is doing their damnedest. As you can see, they are using all sorts of manner of occult spells to create essentially a one-man band, musical accompaniment, instruments playing themselves.
I want
pedal going.
Pandora to whisper to Rocco, how much did you pay the bard? Oh my god.
He's getting paid super handsomely.
He's definitely working for it.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm just picturing Laura going up to him, slightly tipsy, and requesting like 900-year-old songs. Be like, play the one about the one about the tavern keeper. Play that one.
She does not partake that much. Remember?
Oh come on!
But
listen,
it's a special day.
we need Emmett speeches and Laura speeches.
That was made a while ago before they left on their journey.
Wait, what?
No.
She cannot.
She can't imbibe. She's preggers.
Yes.
She's
that's
pregnant.
right.
She's pregnant. Pregnant. She's pregnant.
How do you become pregnant?
Am I okay? Not hurt baby's head.
She could have a glass of champagne.
No.
That's fine. Listen, it's number one. It's magic champagne. It's like synthahol, so it's totally safe to drink. And number two, like the medicine back then was just, it was not what it is today.
Describe the party, Beans. And I did not
Okay.
say to this, okay? I think it's
Okay.
amazing. I love it.
So we have a dance floor that Zarzith made using like his cold breath to make like a nice solid ice dance floor. So it's like sparkly. It's like snowy ice, you know. So it's not super slippy. But
Just
it's
say,
sparkly.
I was supposed to dance on
It's not slippery. It's like
The wedding was
solid
beautiful.
snow.
20 people all had broken limbs.
Someone crashes into the champagne glass tower.
This does
Get them
sound
drunk
like an orc
enough.
wedding.
Anybody who gets on that
Not like that. It's like the snow behind him. Stop.
Oh, I just wanted to say, like, during the ceremony, because I didn't point this out, Zarzith, I feel like he would have been, like, perched on top of there, right? Just looking down at them.
He would have been perched around somewhere.
Oh, on top of this fucking stone part.
Zarzif didn't walk Pandora down the aisle.
No.
I will say, the senator, who's the size of a horse, is wearing a bow tie.
And Balenciaga?
Balenciaga is
Tiara.
wearing
A
a
tiara.
tiara, yeah.
Oh my god.
She's stealing the
Which she
show.
stole, by the way.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Senator is wearing his big doofy bow tie. It's actually a little too small for the size of him. So it's like it's just slightly tiny. It's big enough for like a Great Dane, but not for a horse. So it's just a little bit too tiny, like the proportions of it. And he's just sitting there going like he's just so happy. And Balenciaga is just like croissanting, glaring, unhappy about the whole situation because she was told not to steal anything.
So she
But
did
yeah.
prior. She did pre-wedding stealing.
Oh, she stole probably about 20% of the decorations that are up right now. So yeah, there's the ice dance floor. We have the bard straight up chilling. There's like some like thaumaturgy, I guess, to make it like sparkly and pretty. So there's like disco lights basically, the fairy light type thing. And there's like a pergola over the dance floor that has wisteria, like flower blossoms dangling down. And there's like lots of little tables that are like wrought iron and dark wood, and like very sturdy tables and chairs. And and there's a cake, obviously, gorgeous cake. It is decorated. It's a white cake, but it has these vines all over it with little purple flowers.
And the cake makers like stood in the back looking fucking nervous as hell. Like, did I nail
Oh
it?
yeah.
Oh god,
What
he's
flavor
coming
cake
over
is
here.
it?
Ooh.
Yeah. What are you craving right now?
Ooh. It's gotta be. Please tell me you guys are okay with yellow cake. It's so
Yeah.
soft and.
It's your fucking wedding, dumbass.
Wait. Uranium?
No, yellow. Are you guys okay with uranium
so many
cake?
Calories. You are full carb loading.
No, I'm totally feeling like a chocolate cake with yellow fucking yellow cake with chocolate glazing or chocolate icing rather.
Okay.
I'm a
but
simple
it's
bitch.
white on the outside.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The decorations
It's
can
got,
be
like,
white.
A white fondant.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And let's see, what else do we got?
Can we make our way around to Vrucht and Yoda first?
You gotta describe the food. We have a whole fucking smorgasbord, all right?
Go on.
It's so good. That's the end of the sentence. Food tour. We got elvish food. We got some good human food. We got Borger. And we have spicy food for Vrucht and Nyota. So there, like, we have a bit of a spread going on. It kind of went overboard because again, Pandora was talking about like she was sitting there late at night. We were like about to turn into bed, and she was like, "Oh no, but what if like we give food and nobody wants to eat it? Like I'm so nervous because we have so many people from different cultures coming, and I had to make the note and the scroll and the end table. So there's way too much food." But yeah, that's it's pretty much
you
awesome.
think it's way too much food.
I think it's way too much food, and it
It
probably
won't
won't
be.
be. Yeah.
It won't be. Nyota's there.
Nyota and Brooks, yeah.
Considering we're gonna be eating contest, it's fine.
Yeah. But it's a hip party. It's really nice. You know, the pergola is gorgeous, and the fairy lights that are flashing different colors, and the bard who is sweating his ass off, and
And Pandora's
it's
sparkling.
absolutely sparkling. Everything is so gorgeous here, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. We gotta make our way, thank everybody, get to Brockton Yoda and Death Glare. Death Glare from Pandora. When was I gonna find out about this? She points at both of them. A little pointy finger.
About us being together, I thought you knew.
You're married.
Oh.
Oh.
You don't need to yell at me about it. I know.
Was I yelling? Oh shit. She tries to like act all elegant. I wasn't yelling, was I?
Babe, you've had like 3 glasses of champagne on an empty stomach. You were yelling.
I'm sorry. Listen. Congratulations.
Brooke hearing this, just grabs some bread to hand to you.
She takes the bread, like just like flailing it about with her hand. I'm so happy for you both. Did you? No ceremony? You didn't have to tell everybody. Did we have to do this?
This is not what orcs do, and they didn't need to cast magic for us.
Oh, you and magic.
Had to fight my family. Had to arm wrestle Mama Doa.
Oh.
And there was a deer I had to put my head into.
Oh.
And yes.
Pandora looks like a little jealous. Fight.
I'm jealous too.
Yeah.
Hearing this, I would like to make a grapple check.
On whom?
Against Pandora.
Okay,
So,
that will be an
athletics, right?
check.
Oh no.
versus
Somebody's sliding down the dance floor.
DC 27.
27.
Roll that athletics.
I get a plus 21 to the roll.
Oh
so...
my god! I'm.
No, absolutely not.
Wait.
Absolutely not. We're not doing that at all. That's better.
Oh.
Brooke is full on like because like as Pandora is like being mad at him and also all of this, he just goes down and fully like bends down and just yanks Pandora over his shoulder, walks into the middle of the dance floor and pops her down.
I'm not even gonna roll against that.
And
I'm
just puts
falling
his hand
behind
out
holding your veil. Just like, yep, this is happening.
and puts his hand out
Oh.
and just says, "Shall we?"
Oh.
And then Araka will feel 2 very big paws on his shoulders from behind. And you hear, just right next to the ear as Nyoto sort of bends down, I'm leading. And pushing him towards the next floor as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Pandora does not look angry anymore. She just big toothy grin.
And then let's see something here. Okay, not bad. Brecht is actually doing a decent job at dancing.
Decent dance.
So he's pretty much manhandling Pandora.
Oh
Yeah.
No.
Now I have to, one second, I have to see about this.
It's an elegant dance.
Oh.
It's
Brecht
not
can
manhandling. It's athleticism. That's the one thing he's good at.
Pandora's definitely like, ooh.
And, well, yeah, Nyota is able to at least decently dance.
Okay.
But given the whole size difference, she's used to dancing with someone a little bit taller.
Yeah, I just end up standing on her feet like a child.
And then at the end of the song, Rukt lets go of Pandora and reaches down to his belt and takes off the knife in the scabbard and hands it to her and says it is tradition when orcs do get married that we give the wife a gift. With orcs, it's to protect themselves even against their husbands. But I don't think you have to worry about that.
No.
But it is a gift for you to help protect and also feed your family. And it is a very nice, like, gold inlay, very fancy, obviously ceremonial knife. But the knife is absolutely sharp.
Pandora takes this. You can tell that she's like choking back tears because I am. It looks so grateful towards Vrukt and does not refrain from just like pounce hugging him and just squeezing him so tight.
And he absolutely squeeses you back. but in a like purposefully, slightly painful way.
That's so cute. I can.
And then looked over to Arako and says, "Don't try anything; she'll gut you."
She's like
And
pulled
walked
it
off.
out, like menacing.
I just look at you like, girl. Just like, I know what your martial arts, skill is.
And then
right?
Brooks grabs his wife to then go over and start an eating contest.
Yeah.
Well, before then, sort of as the dagger is being passed over, Nyota will actually sort of fish something from an inner pocket and put a sort of small pouch that has like a very long sort of string on it into Rocco's. Now, this doesn't have the other half to it, but you carry this around your neck and you put something of hers in the pouch. And if you ever get lost, you open, take a whiff, and you should be able to find it. If your nose is good.
My nose is pretty good. Thank you. And puts it around his neck, holds it against his chest for a second, smiles, and then reaches for a hug, basically. A hug and a peck on the cheek.
Oh, well, that'll have to be like a bit of a scoop up for that.
Well, I'm doing the motion to like bend down and give me a hug, and then I, give a kiss on the cheek at the same time, and just say, "Welcome to the family," because, Vrukt is family, and therefore, Nyota's family.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then taken off for eating contest.
Yeah.
There are going to be no leftovers.
Yeah.
There will be no leftovers.
Before we move on, I want to say that Pandora twirls like a dumbass, like taking off her cape, the drape or whatever the fuck it is, and like spins it around Aluvi and puts the pin back on him, so he's like draped in this like really glittery, just shiny, like in your face thing. Like, and puts a little peck on his cheek, and then spins back to Arako. No words.
Do you feel bonita?
Do you feel bonita?
Olivi, do you feel bonita?
I don't know how to react to this.
Do you feel pretty?
Sure.
Wonderful, because you look pretty.
It's worth noting that Alivi is wearing his emissary gear, so it is a cloak made of slightly different coloring leaves
No.
and a like a little laurel. That's it. The only difference is to his outfit.
Yeah, and now you're also wearing this gigantic sparkly cape for like
With
a
your-
6'4" woman or something like
With
that.
your leafy pin.
It's so cute. Oh!
And eventually, the night would end.
No.
And it would be everyone getting onto the caravan to get back, with some folks staying behind, of course. Things to be set, things to be done, things to be figured for the future. Some already set in motion, and some to get back to. With probably new surprises popping up in the years to come. And that is it for season 1.
Yay!
Hmm.
Yay.
Within a couple of years, well, actually, within almost a year and a bit itself, yeah, that things were put together and a land made much, much more open. And names to be remembered for some time.
Stop.
A while later. Perhaps heard in stories much later on. But we turn the passage of time decades and decades later until it is 100 years later. And there is much more life to the world. Much more freedom. Roads open for travel. And a curious myriad of new faces as the whole continent is connected. But that is a little brief reprieve to possibly see later when we come back for our little Centurions short shots.
Yay.
Yay.
And that is the formal ending to season 1, I suppose, then.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh no!
Good.
Don't cry. I also want to shout out that Rukt has gotten a lot more like articulate when he's around Neoda. He's just like calmly talking in like long sentences.
It's because he's finally talking to people.
Oh,
He just largely avoided doing that before.
all it took was a wedding for you to actually say words. Damn, dog.
Look, man, all it took was almost the end of the world to get him to like be willing to cast a spell.
That is true.
I'm proud of him.
Ruck's personal growth in the last 4 years of his life are just like crazy.
Hey, man. Tab, I'm gonna miss everybody.
I know.
Even little goofball ass Levy,
Mm-hmm.
who just knows how to say hi to people, and that's it.
It's just my job to say hello to people. That I don't have to maintain contact. That's it.
Like, that's such an incredible fucking character decision.
Yeah.
Expertly
it's
able
not
to say
about-
hello.
Yeah, I just make contact. I know how to speak every language under the sun. I just don't know how to talk to people longer than that.
After the third sentence, he's absolutely fucked.
He definitely like says the same lines in different languages when he sleeps. He's like
I
he's
like-
just saying like, "Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Alevi of the Leshy."
I really like the
Every
idea of like
language.
a character who like every time you roll a charisma check, it gets lower throughout a conversation.
Yeah, literally, like opens it with the society because it's like, yeah, no, he knows how to like open up to someone, and then as soon as it's like, oh yeah, They're willing to start a conversation. It's immediately diplomacy, and it's a plus
It's just
0.
do you like bread?
Do you like bread?
Hi, I heard that you people like eating food.
Do you listen to music? Me too.
We also like the vibrations in what would be considered to be ears in your culture.
God, that is so autistic coded.
Yep. The autistic that is barely masked.
Yeah. Really good at saying, "Hi, I'm so and so. Really nice to meet you." And then it's like, "Oh no, I've just unlocked a whole other like conversation tree."
Like,
Oh no.
he needs to only understand the first like things that people say to him, so he can understand the language. He does not need to talk to people after. He does not want to.
I will also say that couple things is that like obviously Pandora and Arako make magic baby. Probably like, after a few months of just straight up honeymoon phase. What up? I think Pandora's baby fever like kicks in pretty hard. And then it's just like, yeah, what's up, Emmett? And we create bebe. And Tapman, if he's like chill and around, it would be cool if Tapman could come by and teach the home for little Pathfinders, like
He would
little skills and
absolutely
stuff.
be involved.
Yeah, and Vrucht and Yoda too. They have to teach these kids how to fight.
Oh, yeah. Like Rux will come by periodically and take them out into like long wilderness trips. Just like, we'll be back in a month.
Oh no! But that gives us time to like, be
And also
fucking newlyweds.
Also proceeds to not tell you what the plan is.
Just trust him.
Start-
It's fine.
You picked up the Tapman phrase, like, you're fine, don't worry about it.
These kids are gonna be out of your hair for a month. Don't worry about
Yeah,
why.
I ain't worried about it.
They come back with like the 1,000-yard stare.
Your godparents.
It's just like-
Your Tapman, Yoda, Vrucht, godparents
Yeah.
of Ewan. Just putting that out there.
Hell yeah.
Two god dads, one god mom.
And then like 10 or 15 years later, Ruck dies.
Well, that's why we needed two.
Well, not as soon as you would think, Travis.
Oh.
Not as soon as you would think. Given
That's their lifespan in the wild. In captivity, they live a little longer.
Yeah.
Given that you are also sort of partaking in the various sort of null rituals, the extra little bit of magic that you have tapped into you does increase your longevity to that to be about that of a normal human. Not to mention all the good food that the gnolls have to offer. You are essentially always active, no matter what, until it gets to like those later twilight years.
You say always active, but I just pictured Vrucht with like a dad bod. I can't get it out of my head.
I think for the most part, he'll have sort of like that sort of bodybuilder aesthetic, but as it goes on, it eventually becomes the power like the power polar thing where it's less definition, but definitely a lot more oomph as it goes on.
Hang on, I know exactly the type of physique. I just
Barrel.
don't remember. Here we go. This is exactly what I have in mind for such situations in his old age.
Yes, that's exactly what I was picturing.
Yep.
Does Ruck grow a beard when he gets old?
Yeah, I think Ruck would grow a little bit of beard.
Yes! Hell yeah.
Reminds me of that fucking clip with Grog. Oh.
That's it, folks. You can stop recordings as you please.
That's all, folks.
That's it. I will need some time in order to sort of get things sorted for the Centurion side of things, so we can have a 1 or 2 week break between then.
Yee.
Alright.
Everyone, how long
That's
y'all want.
so good.